Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about my top 20 favorite forwards for the year ahead. And boy, is it an interesting position every year. Every single year, forwards are just so difficult to predict because it drops off a cliff pretty quickly, to be honest. So the top 20, the depth is strange, but here's what I reckon. At the top, obviously, is Harry Sheezel. Absolute gun. Been everywhere in the preseason, just hit the ground running in his first year and never looked back. I think there will be a bit of progression around him this year. So maybe, I don't know, he had pretty high heights the last couple of years. I don't know, it could be anything, but I'm going to be a bit conservative and say he might just have a tiny, tiny drop back. Just the tiniest. He's still going to dominate, but yeah, F1 to start the year, clearly. Next up here, I don't know, lots of people have been thinking Sam Flanders is going to be the next one off the rank. And after the most recent preseason game in particular, I'm pretty on board with that idea. Sam Flanders was just absolutely jetting it for the St Kilda midfield throughout the preseason. And yeah, the recent practice match absolutely dominated. I know it was against the Gold Coast Suns VFL side essentially, but had the role and also dropped back into defense later in the game and yeah, did what he did at the Suns there. So that was a bit of fun. And I reckon, yeah, he's a pig and he's going to get the role. He's going to be smashing it out. And yeah, I've upped his average from the last time I talked about him. I reckon he's going to crack the 100 mark by the end of the year. Similar with the next guy here, Christian Petrarca. I think he's going to be an absolute jet for the Suns. Looks like he's in ripping good form already. And yeah, again, a good practice match yesterday. Don't know, I don't think he played a full game, but yeah, was in the midfield all the time, smashing it out and awesome in the red Gold Coast colours, I reckon. And yeah, if he can get anywhere near his previous form back in the day, like a couple of years ago from the Demons, yeah, Christian Petrarca could get close to that 100 mark as well, I reckon. So hoping for at least a 97 from him. Isaiah Pickett, also another one. Just today, we saw him absolutely shredding it out of the midfield. He just took the ball straight from Max Heath. It wasn't gone because he was, yeah, just chilling out. But Max Heath just tapped it straight to Cozzy and he ran straight up and booted a goal from 50 or 60 meters out. So he's in ripping good form and I reckon he's going to be in for a huge year. Maybe 93 is conservative with all, yeah, the interesting happenings in the Melbourne midfield. I reckon he could be the number 2 midfielder there for, yeah, a lot of this year coming with Viney out. Brian Myers, again, just a great forward to have. He's been consistent. He is just the best assist kicker in the game, always running it from the center or the wing and getting it straight into the forward line. And yeah, kicking his fair share of goals, obviously, as well. He's a goal sneak. Who else? Yeah, Isaac Rankin is a weird one. I think he's going to average really well, but obviously he's going to be out to start the season with that suspension. But also, I think he had a little hamstring niggle as well. So we'll have to wait and see how he starts the season. If he starts the season round 1. Well, not round 1, round 3, hopefully. Yeah, he's an absolute jet. Gets the midfield time as well. I think he was really getting a lot of CBAs last year. And yeah, hopefully, bit of an interrupted preseason. So hopefully that doesn't set him back too much. But on his good day, if he can stay fit, Isaac Rankin, easy F1 in a lot of teams this year, I think. Adam Treloar, another weird one with his hamstring issues in the off-season. And yeah, last year was pretty tumultuous for him. He was out for most of it, and we thought he was coming good. Has a little niggle recently with the hamstring, and hopefully he can come back to it. So, yeah, pretty stacked in the Bulldogs midfield as well. So, but still, a midfielder who is a forward, so that's good. So, if he is playing, yeah, he's going to do well, but that's the big question, and you could probably let him slide a little bit. I'd probably take the next couple of guys over Treloar in drafts, to be honest, because Sean Manag is a little grunt. I've talked about him a little bit in the off-season. He's awesome. I love watching him play. He tackles, he kicks the goals from anywhere, gets in the midfield a little bit, or at least at the half forward, and runs with the midfielders a little bit from the hit outs around the ground and stuff. So yeah, he's awesome, and I just love how he grunts it up. Sam Darcy obviously is going to have an absolutely amazing year. He's very selfish full forward, and yeah, just plucks them for fun at the best of times, and yeah, can have a bag on any day, to be honest. So yeah, a rare full forward option that's very, very fantasy relevant as well. He's going to absolutely kick a bag and probably take a bunch of marks. Might even get in the hit outs a little bit as well this year because he's very, very tall. Josh Rochelli, going from talls to smalls. Josh Rochelli's been playing in the midfield in all the preseason exercises and training sessions. The game's on tomorrow, the preseason match, but as of filming this, but hopefully it goes well. Hopefully, I think he's been named. And I'm expecting him to get a lot more CBAs, especially in the first couple of rounds with Rankin out. And yeah, the midfield looking interesting at the Crows. I think, they got Saligo and Dawson, I think the main two. But after that, yeah, maybe Rankin when he's playing, as I said. But Rochelli is the next best Rankin, I guess. He's, definitely got the pedigree to have a good output. So, and is very, very young still. Riley Thilthorpe just came onto the scene the last couple of years after, a few years out, and he was a beanstalk, and now he's a giant. But he was, again, kind of like Sam Darcy, plucking marks for fun the last couple of years, and stepped it up last year and really brought that fantasy game. So, just a beast, and expecting him to do the same thing Darcy does, just monstering at the half forward and kicking it from outside 50. And getting a lot of it. I'd say he'd probably be the Crows' main target now. One of my favorites is Riley Sanders. I think, having him as a forward option is going to be great this year. I think it's going to be a bit of a breakout for him. He's an inside midfielder. Will be playing alongside Bont and Libba, and hopefully getting his fair share this year. I think the Bevoing days are over, like him and Fraser. Hopefully going to get in the middle a bit more this year. And he has an insane output on, if he gets the time on ground, gets the opportunity, he will, tear it up. He'll get his accumulating on and, hopefully lay some tackles and was taking some marks the other day in the preseason match, which is awesome. So, just the opportunity waiting for him too. So, good forward option for this year, hopefully. Charlie Curnow at Sydney Swans. He's going to be their number one target, and hopefully he can get back to his form from a couple of years ago, where he was always sharing it with Harry McKay at Carlton. So I just think he's just going to absolutely tear it up this season. Looks like he's in good form all on the off season. Nothing has gone wrong, touch wood. But that preseason match the other day was awesome. Kicked 4 goals, was getting amongst it, plucking marks again, getting up the ground a little bit. So, main target at Sydney now. So, Errol Goulden just kicking it in all the time to cut Charlie Curnow has me pretty excited for that. Jai Simpkin, a little bit forgotten. I don't know how I feel about him here, but he is a midfielder at North still. He's still, I think, is he the captain? Yeah, I think he is. Can't remember. No. I'll have to check that. He's just the inside midfielder that's forgotten about. I think he was obviously playing a bit half forward and kicking a few goals last year. But it's a weird mix at North Melbourne. A lot of these kids are going to be up and coming, but Jai Simpkin still has the forward status. So, he's still good in that role, and I'm sure he'll get given that role a little bit, even when we're all hearing about Sheasel and LDU and McKercher. Jai Simpkin's still there, and he's not old. He's still going to have his good days as well. So, North Melbourne's going to be a roller coaster. May as well pick up some Jai Simpkin if you've missed the forward rush that a couple of these other guys go. Sad one here. I feel like Dylan Moore might have a bit of regression this year. I don't know. I don't know if I can justify this, but Hawks. I'm a Hawks fan, so I've seen a lot of Hawks games, and we don't have the consistent fantasy output, I guess. We, up and down on good days and bad days, and it's a team effort, I guess I'd say. So there's no real give this guy the ball every week kind of player. And I feel like there's a lot happening at the Hawks too. Lots of young kids coming up, lots of people. Like Nick Watson, like a couple of half forward options and midfielders, but I don't know. I just don't feel like Dylan Moore's going to get as many CBAs as he used to, maybe. He's just an absolute grunt, though. I do love him. So I just feel like he's going to regress a little bit. And yeah, as I said, a bit of opportunity for the other young guns coming up at the Hawks as well. So yeah, I just see his output maybe going down a little bit with all the youth coming through, I think is the main point I'd like to make there. Still a top 20 forward, though, in the barren wasteland that is forwards. So, yeah, still a good option. And I could be very, very wrong here. Maybe I'm just trying not to hype up Hawks too much. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like others are going to take it away from Dylan Moore a little bit this year. Jeremy Cameron, solid, still F1 or F2 material. Hasn't had a good preseason, I guess. But, you know, he's Jeremy Cameron. He's going to be kicking goals wherever. I think he's still got a spring in his step. What was it? His arm, I think he got hit in the grand final. He broke that, I think. So I think he's just been dealing with an arm issue in the off season. But he'll be back. He has to come back. Jeremy Cameron, absolute stud up forward. Should get amongst it again. Brent Daniels, a weird one now. He did have a little bit of an injury today. I think he went off early in the practice match with a hamstring injury. That's the only thing that kept him out of the top 20 forwards last year was he wasn't on the park. So that's annoying because I think he was having a really good preseason and I still think he can average 80 plus if he has, if he's on the ground all games every week. But yeah, it just hasn't happened, and just a one to keep a watch on now, unfortunately, for round one. Joel Frazier, another breakout at the Dogs getting talked about. He's getting a bit more midfield time. It's pretty clustered there, as I've talked about with Riley Sanders. There's so many Dogs running through. But it just has a star quality. He's just an absolute superstar in the making, and yeah, he's gonna take his fair share, I think. I think he's gonna get in the midfield. Hopefully he's not gonna get bevoed. But no, an absolute superstar to look out for in the future. And with the forward status, I'm excited this year. Give him to me at F2, maybe even F3, and yeah, you're laughing, I think. Zach Bailey showed some flares last year, and most years he's been a pretty consistent footballer, to be honest. People were saying he was going to get a defensive role early in the year, but I think in the practice match, he might have been, back to his old forward craft a little bit. It was weird. They were playing Kitty Coleman up forward, Zach Bailey down back, a little bit of reversals, but yeah, one to keep an eye on, I guess. He's in the premiership squad. He does have a decent output, pretty decent floor scoring, I guess. I'm not sure what his ceiling is like, though. Probably just, I'd say, a nice, consistent footballer in a good premiership squad. So can't really go wrong when you're a forward in a goal-kicking team, I guess. And finally there, I've got Shai Bolton as my last forward option. He had a bit of an off year last year, but he was having a great preseason, I think, and he was really getting amongst it in the midfield. Getting a lot of CBAs I saw, so I think they're going to use him there. He's really, really fast and speedy. And a few years ago at Richmond, he was doing that as well. And he was like closer to an 80, even more than an 80 average. He was closer to a premium, I thought, like maybe even a top 10 forward in more recent years. So really dropped off a cliff in his first year. I think he's going to get back to it at Fremantle this year. And yeah, I reckon definitely worth a shout. If you have missed the forward rush and you're looking for that sneaky F1 even, or F2, I think he's definitely going to get amongst it this year, and maybe 78 might be a bit conservative even. It could get definitely pushed past that 80 mark, definitely. So there you have it. So there you have it, guys. There's a few forward options for you. My top 20. Let me know what you think in the comments. How have I gone? Have I gone wrong? Is there a few options there I've missed? Probably, but yeah, lots of options, guys. There's many more forwards to choose from, and yeah, let me know what you're thinking in this off season. It's going to be a wild ride with forwards. Going to be waiting on some DPPs as always, but yeah, interesting times ahead. And yeah, I reckon my pick of the bunch there could be Sam Flanders. Could even go higher than we think. Could be an absolute menace for the year ahead. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you again in the next video. Please make sure to check out Game Day Squad and use that code MONSTAR if you want 80 free packs to get started. It's an awesome card collecting game and yeah, mixed with fantasy as well. So get on board with me, Game Day Squad, MONSTAR for some free packs. So see you next time.